Hello once again everyone, Original Blood Ice back again! It's been a little while now since my last video, but it's one of those times. But either way, let's not waste time, let's jump right on in. Let's talk some Sony, PS4, and E3 and so forth news. Now this actually was from like a week ago or so, roughly, but I just came across it now, so I thought it would be entertaining to go over it and just kind of talk about it. So Sony themselves admits that the PS4's first-party lineup this year is a little sparse. Now, first of all, where did we hear this before when people started bitching? With Reggie and Iwata over at Nintendo with the Wii U its first year. Oh yeah, well, little sparse, yeah, and everyone threw a temper tantrum, but no one seems to be doing that this time. Why? Well, it's the PS4. It's better because it's Sony, I suppose. It's fine if they do it. Because remember, Sony's just fine. They're not hurting for money. They're not in any kind of financial problem at all, right? It's perfectly fine, right? Well, whatever. Our first party lineup is a little sparse this year, so I think this places an even greater emphasis on getting good third-party support. Now, first of all, you're the PlayStation. You've already got third-party support. Well, for the most part. I mean, there's the companies like Konami who's just like, nope, fucking goodbye consoles, we're moving to mobile, and stuff like that. But even still, can you imagine, like, because we know a lot of these big third-party companies are going to start following suit and jumping into the mobile thing and flooding that market. And then what do you do, Sony? Imagine if that was the situation you're in right now. If your statement now was like a year from now, 2 years from now, what would you be doing? Not a whole hell of a lot. But either way, so let's just read the article here. Speaking today during Sony's annual Investor Day conference, PlayStation President Andrew House, interesting name, having House as your last name, acknowledged that the PlayStation 4's first-party lineup for this year is looking a little sparse. For this reason, House said Sony will need to lean more on third-party games in the short term. Really? Really? Tell me, why do you buy a console? Especially a new console that's supposedly, next gen, even though it's current gen, which finally people are starting to say now. It's for the exclusives. It's for the exclusives. But anyway, we are working very hard to continue very strong support from third-party publishers and developers, House said. Our first-party lineup is a little sparse this year, so I think this places an even greater emphasis on getting good third-party support. But here, I guess clearly things have been working for you, Sony, without your exclusives, because just keep telling people greatness awaits. I guess people are going to be fine hearing that, because they have the past 2 years. It's still kind of hard to believe the PS4 has been out 2 years now, but I guess that's because I've skipped it its first year. But either way, people bitched about Wii U like this, and now it's the PS4, and maybe they're not going to be as bitchy, which is a bit of a hypocrite thing to do, but whatever. So whatever. If you're going to try and rely on these third-party developers who they themselves are struggling to, innovate, they are struggling to hit the 60 frames per second benchmark, they're, going back and forth with the 720 and 1080p, which still isn't a fucking big important factor, but it's still an issue that people have, the consumers anyway, and the developers. And then you have all these problems with games releasing like Assassin's Creed Unity, and all these things have bugs and issues, and then there's a patch on day one on almost every third-party game anymore, and sometimes these patches add more problems than actually fixing anything, and you're going to rely on that. Well, good luck with that. That's all I have to say. But anyway, House said Sony has an advantage in this department due to the fact that the PS4 is the leader in the current generation. See, there's current gen, they got it right for once. Sales race with more than 22.3 million consoles sold. Yes, we know the PS4 console has sold well. Now, I don't know the numbers off by heart, or off by head. No, off by heart, yeah. But, how many games for the PS4? Exclusives, we're not talking multiplats here. How many, exclusives does the PS4 have that have sold amazingly well? I don't believe there's that many. I think Killzone sold okay. Infamous sold alright. But I think Bloodborne sold not too shabby. But I can't think of any that's like, oh, well, this game is just outstanding and sold records and smashed records, I can't think of any. So, whatever. You want to rely on third parties where... let's think about that for a sec. Your statement is saying you're going to rely, for the short term, who knows how long that'll actually be, probably till at least next E3 anyway, you're saying to people, anyone who reads this, the consumers who could have a PS4 like myself, they could be thinking about getting a PS4, and you're saying, straight to their face, at least you're finally admitting it for once, that your plan is to rely on other third parties to keep your system going. Really? Now, even the most moronic casual gamer who has a PS4, if any, because we know the casuals are not for the most part on the console market right now, but even they would be able to say to themselves, well, hold on, why would I spend 400 to 450 or however much it is for the PS4 nowadays, because Canada's different, on a PS4 when all the games it's going to have for the, short-term, future here is going to be multiplats that I can get on any other platform. Xbox One, or I don't know why you get an Xbox One, or PC if you want the true ultra settings and all that, the best version in quotation marks. Yet, you really are assuming that people are not going to be smart enough to figure this out, Sony. You think they're going to be like, oh, well, that's the best version on PS4, I can get it, blah, blah, blah. But you don't get a console for its multiplats. And, I mean, you could argue, like, oh, this guy talking, he's got a Wii U, so what does he know about third parties? I have a PS4. Like I said before in the past in multiple videos, just because I have a PS4 doesn't mean I'm gonna, I can get all these exclusives the Wii U's not getting, or these multiplats the Wii U's not getting. No. Other than Arkham Knight, there is none. Because they don't fucking work, they don't interest me, then they're stupid developers, who just don't fucking deserve my money. But either way, you're going to rely on these guys to carry your system. Alright. Goes to show you're starting to lose, what's the word? What's the wording I should say here? You're losing confidence in yourself. Not confidence, you're losing your footing is a good way to say it. So anyway, 2 high-profile first-party PS4 games recently were delayed till 2016, including Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, which, whatever, and the new Ratchet & Clank, again, whatever. This year's remaining PS4 first-party lineup includes titles like Tearaway Unfolded, which I can't say anything on it because I'd never heard of the damn thing, and God of War 3 Remastered, which I'm pretty sure this is not the first remaster for God of War 3. Let me just clarify. Your 2 first-party exclusives this year, apparently. Now, granted, come E3, this could change a little bit. They might reveal a new exclusive. It's entirely possible. But as of right now, you have God of War 3 Remastered, again, and whatever Tearaway is. Uh-huh. Well, greatness awaits. I wish your motto was something like, greatness awaits till so-and-so. Like till 2016 or something, like where you'd actually give a time frame. Just saying greatness awaits just as like, well, I don't know, eventually maybe we'll get around to it. See, like this, saying it this way means you don't have to actually, solidify that there is a destination, that there is an end to this greatness. It's just, it's coming. Greatness awaits. Yeah. I don't know. It's like the whole to infinity and beyond thing. It's like, well, infinity just keeps going and going. So, who knows? Who knows? Let's see. I think that this year, this E3, I think that E3 this year will be an exciting show, House said. I think it will be a show where we see the next generation of hardware really start to deliver great content and experiences that, if not take full advantage of the platform, take a lot more advantage than we've seen before. Except for the fact that it's supposed to be your job, the first-party studios, always showing off the best of a console. Look at Xbox 360. Bungie, with Halo, showed off the best. With Halo 5, that's going to be showing off the current best for the Xbox One. 343 Industries, first-party studio. Bloodborne showed off impressive works. Naughty Dog showing off impressive works with the PS4's true power and whatnot. But you just said in the last sentence here, or not sentence, paragraph, that you want the third parties to take the reins. And now you're saying that the PS4's, the hardware is going to be shown off to its advantage and everything. Really? Let me explain something to you. That's not what the third parties do. The third parties copy and paste their game, their ports from PC to Xbox One, PS4. End of discussion. If you're looking for third parties to innovate, to actually take advantage, now granted, yeah, graphics and frame rate might be improved, of course, but if you really think that third parties are going to take advantage of the platform, uh, wait, how does it say here? If not take full advantage on the platform, take a lot more advantages that we've seen before. If you think they're going to go up and above and beyond what we've seen, like to an extreme, then you're delusional, Sony. You're absolutely delusional. It's not going to fucking happen. Let's see here. But House points out that Sony can still benefit from multi-platform games, provided developers make use of the system-exclusive features or provide some content exclusively on PlayStation. See, there's your problem. Right now you're saying, hey, you want to give us some exclusive content, just timed exclusive or whatever? Really? Really, that's going to make people buy more PS4s? That's going to keep the population on the PS4 up and going because, oh, well, I can play the, I don't know if Batman has any PS4 exclusive content. The Destiny stuff was thing. It even says here, this was the case with Destiny, which offered a range of timed exclusive content for the PS4 that made Sony's console the best place to play that game. House said. Although, let's clarify, what you should have said was the best place to play the game at that time. Not period, not end of discussion, at that time. Because now the Xbox One has all the same fucking content. So, I don't know. There's nothing really to say. It's like, Sony, you're paying people. You're doing what Microsoft is normally doing. I mean, Microsoft still does it. They pay companies to give them exclusive stuff like, oh, play Call of Duty first on Xbox One or 360 last gen, or play. Now you're trying to do the same thing. But the key factor, the key difference between you and Microsoft, Sony, is they have basically infinite money. They always finish in the red, the Xbox division. But they are at risk of bankruptcy. You don't have the luxury of having basically infinite money. You don't have Windows for PC. You don't have, what's the word? Windows phones and all that shit. You don't have all the trillions or however much money Microsoft has. You don't. And yet you still want to pay for exclusive content just to be timed exclusive for the PS4. I don't know how smart that is. That's like me saying, going to, what's the word here? Going to a store and having a product and being like, hey, can I pay, $1,000 for this product right now, and then I get it, say, a week early. How's that sound? And then everyone gets it later. It's like, what's the point? All I did was waste $1,000. So, I don't know. Oh, and as they talk about, where was it here? The system exclusive features. Actually, I think it says here later on. Yeah, rather than seeking for complete exclusives, we have looked to publishers to really try to maximize the use of the feature set on PlayStation 4 versus the competition. And I think that the use of the share and share play functionality, those have been sort of defining platform features which can be seen not just in first-party content, but across the whole range of titles, he said. Now, let me stop you right there. The fucking share button and share play feature functionality? I don't know a single goddamn person who uses that. I've only read one story of one guy who did that on Destiny, and the guy who played his game for him deleted his fucking save data. I still don't understand. I mean, is it a neat feature? I guess. But why buy a system and buy games just to have someone else play it for you? I mean, did you not think that through? It's not like there's a trophy in each of your games to say, ooh, have a friend play your game for you. Trophy unlocked. There's not even a simple pat on the back, bragging worthy bonus. There's no incentive for the share feature. And then let's talk the little touchpad on the PS4 controller. No one's really done anything, impressive with it, which I can't even think for a second what you could do that would be impressive with it. But maybe a fingerprint scanner is something in a game. I don't know. Either way, the Wii U gamepad has you beat there. In just every way. How does that saying go? Every way till Sunday or something? I don't know. Either way, the PS4's exclusive, system features, Eh, not really anything brag-worthy there, to be brutally honest. But, I would also say that we are not without partnerships in the area of third-party titles, House added, which are not necessarily around full exclusivity. Obviously, you just said in the paragraph above that it's all about getting timed exclusive content and little bits of content exclusive to your stuff. I'm sure Battlefront is going to have some on the PS4. I'm sure the Xbox One will have its exclusive content, which is a thing that kind of drives gamers crazy and drives me crazy, even though I don't think I'm going to get the game. I don't know if I will or not. Is why it's like you're too busy, Sony, Microsoft, developer, publisher, whatever, having this pissing contest with everyone to ignore, and you're ignoring the consumer, the gamer. You know, you're literally saying, okay, you're gonna pay us to have this, you're gonna pay us to have this, okay, and you're dividing up your game everywhere, and then you add on top of that $40 season passes, and you're just splitting up your own damn work into fucking a thousand pieces, and, you know, shipping it all across the goddamn world to different fucking platforms. Why do you do this? I don't know, because it's always about the fucking money. It's nothing else. You've turned into why Microsoft joined the gaming industry. They joined because they saw Nintendo and Sony making money. You know, Nintendo's always made money for the most part, and Sony with the PS1 and PS2, PS3 suffered majorly, and PS4 did well. But point is, you saw the way Microsoft looked at this. Hey, they're making money over there by making games. Let's do that. They didn't have it. Microsoft has no passion for making games. You're doing the same thing. These developers, publishers, Sony, and Microsoft, they no longer give a shit about the work they do, about the projects, the IPs, the consoles, the gamers, aka consumers. I mean, and with Sony, the proof is in the pudding, as they say. With their fucking security, how many times has PS4 been DDoS'd? How many times has the network been down? How many times has Sony said, oh, we're fixing our security? And they never fucking do. They take the money, and they fucking don't do anything with it. They're trying to stay afloat, which is all they can do, but still, doesn't change anything. Doesn't change the fact that all these people, Sony, Microsoft, developers, publishers, meaning third party, that is, just are, and I'm not saying all, I'm saying a vast majority, are all about the money and nothing else. That's why fucking indie developers are on the rise. Look at fucking Playtonic. 1.7 million pounds, which is over like $2.5 million American, from fans, from like 60,000 fans. And people are always like, oh, if our game doesn't sell 1 million copies, it's a failure. You know? But Playtonic, with only 60,000 fans, gets over $2.5 million? It's like, wake the fuck up. You can make money and not be an asshole. So, I don't know. I'm kind of getting off topic. That's almost a rant there. But let's get back on topic here. Looking ahead, June's Batman Arkham Knight will offer some content first on PS4, while Sony has also said it is treating No Man's Sky basically like a first-party title. There's the key word, basically. It's a third-party exclusive, or indie, actually, technically indie exclusive, which, again, this is a little mini rant here, but reminds me of Shovel Knight. I really wanted it to stay Wii U, 3DS, and PC only, and then for some reason PS4 and Xbox One had to get it for some reason. Shame on you, Yacht Club. Shame on you. But, whatever. Also during the presentation, House mentioned Street Fighter fucking... Ugh. I didn't even read this part before. Street Fighter, I don't even want to talk about you. Street Fighter 5, which will be released exclusive on the console for PS4. Will be released exclusive on console for PS4. So I guess it'll be on PC? Is that what that's saying? Though it also is coming, yeah, to PC. So right there, it's not fucking exclusive. It's, sure, console-wise, it's exclusive to PS4, but you're always talking about these timed exclusives, you know? And to be brutally fucking honest, it's Street Fighter. It's fucking Street Fighter. How many times was there Street Fighter 4? How much difference is there going to be between 5 and 4? I think they finally are like, okay, we've done like 20,000 different fucking Street Fighter 4s. I guess maybe we'll do Street Fighter 5. And what's the difference going to be between it? I don't think there's going to be that much. I really, really don't. It reminds me, I saw a trailer for a new Dragon Ball Z game on the 3DS. And I was watching it and it still looks like crap. But I was like, how many times can we play Dragon Ball Z games? How many times can we beat Raditz, beat Nappa and Vegeta, beat Frieza, beat Cell, and beat Majin Buu? And then the game's over. How many times do we go through the same story over and over and over and over again? Maybe when Dragon Ball Z Super comes and there's new enemies, new characters, and a new bad guy and all that stuff, maybe then a new Dragon Ball Z game will actually be worth the purchase. But anyway, that was off topic. The point was Street Fighter V. Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares? You can't answer that. Yes, you could say, oh, well, the hardcore, fighter gamers. Yeah, but you're literally saying you can play it first over here on PS4, unless they have a PC, in which case they can just get it there. I don't know. Complete exclusives of this nature are becoming increasingly rare, House said, due to the rising development costs, among other things. See, that seems like right there, that should lead me into doing another rant video, or maybe a rant/discussion. I'll give you a little teaser and taste of what I'm talking about, and maybe I'll do the video, maybe I won't, but right there, that last sentence, due to rising development costs. Why? Why are rising development costs happening? Why? Is it because, now get ready, here's my favorite part, I love telling you the truth. Why is it? Maybe it's because you're focusing on trying to do hyper-realistic fucking graphics in games. If you would say go the route of Platonic or Yacht Club Games with Shovel Knight, if you take a look, if you fucking take the shit-covered goggles over your face, or off your face, for just a moment, and actually open your eyes and look around at what the smaller studios, who are making money, not a hell of a lot, but they are making a profit in the end, are doing. They're taking risks. They're making new ideas into games. And that's why the people are showing support, the consumers. You think all consumers are stupid. Now, granted, the casual consumers are fucking brain-dead morons. But then there's people like me, who do our research, who aren't stupid, who are quite smart. And we are the people who don't see, who don't buy into your bullshit. We see right through it. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll do a video talking about the whole development costs and going up of games because it's fucking more realistic. Because the last thing I'll say here is, obviously, the more you try and make a game photorealistic, obviously the more expensive it gets. Why? Because it's not cartoony. There's less art style. You're literally trying to process a game to be realistic. And again, I don't want to get into a rant because I don't want this long video to go longer. But again, why do people want to play super fucking realistic games? I don't understand that. Realistic games? Why? Video gaming is about taking you out of reality and putting you into a fantasy life. Good game, by the way, the first one, apparently. Not the second, because it moved to fucking smartphones for some stupid reason. Either way, I've babbled on long enough. Thanks for watching. I'm Original Blood Ice. Come back for more videos coming soon. As always, see you then.